Happy Halloween, everyone! Play45 here. So, I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I just love all the spooky stuff and the Halloween decorations. And I love just watching a ton of horror movies. But one thing I also love about Halloween is Fortnitemares. And maybe the thing I like the most about Fortnitemares are the skins. So in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on every single Fortnitemares skin that has ever released. This is gonna be a long video. But if you want to support me, please consider using code play45 in the Fortnite item shop. So first, let's start off with Skull Trooper. And yeah, this skin was probably pretty cool when it first came out. But in today's standards, it's just fine. I don't really think there's much special about this skin, it's just fine. Then next up we have Gold Trooper. And I mean, it's better than Skull Trooper in my opinion. But it's still just fine. Not really the best, honestly. Now, moving over to 2018, let's start off with Skull Ranger. And I mean, it's just a female version of Skull Trooper. So again, not really much special. Then next up we have Plague. And I love this skin. I love the whole Plague Doctor aesthetic. So this skin is just super cool. Then after that we got Scourge. And this skin is also just really cool. As I said, I love the Plague Doctor aesthetic. So this skin just looks really cool. Then we have Hollowhead. And this skin is probably one of my favorite Fortnitemares skins. Like yeah, the body is just Raven's body but with some orange feathers. But I just love the pumpkin head and like the flames coming out of the eyes. It just looks so good. I love this skin. Then we have Sanctum. And I mean, it's fine. I mean, I bought it, but I never really used it. I don't know why I bought it. I just did. Then we have Jack Gordon. And this skin is just epic. It's a pumpkin in a suit. Of course he's gonna be epic. I really like this skin actually. Might not be very spooky, but it is a pumpkin, so it is Halloween themed. Then next up we have Arachne. And yeah, it's a little good skin. It does look like Widowmaker from Overwatch though. But I mean, yeah, the skin is pretty good. Then the Spider Knight. And this skin is really good. I pretty much always like Fortnite's knight skins, and this one is no different. And it's like a spider combined with a knight. It just looks so good. Like, the helmet looks super good on this skin. And the armor in general just looks really good. Then we have Deadfire. And this was kind of like the mascot of that year's Fortnitemares. And yeah, it's a pretty good skin. I do like the fully reactivity more on him than the regular style. But this skin overall is pretty good. Then we have Brainiac. And I mean, it's not really a great skin. I still don't know why I bought it. But it's fine, I guess. It's just fine. Then we have Bunny Moon. And again, it's just fine. There's not really much special about this skin. It's fine. Then we have Patch Patroller. And again, it's fine. I have no clue why I bought it. I never use it. But yeah, it's fine. Then we have Spooky Team Leader. And this is a really good skin, honestly. The colors remind me a lot of Beetlejuice. And I think that's probably what they were going for. So yeah, this skin is just really good in my opinion. Then we have Straw Ops. And I mean, the skin is really good. I really like the smile on the skin. It just looks good. And all the stitching on the skin just looks really good. Then we have Heyman. And this skin is really good. I love Heyman. His smile is just amazing. It's super creepy. There's super creepy smile. His stitching is really good. I really like the hat and everything. Yeah, the skin is just really good. But speaking of Heyman, let me just quickly talk about my newest UEFN map, the Heyman. So the Heyman is a UEFN horror map that takes place on a farm with some sinister secrets. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider checking out the Heyman. Now, I know some people probably don't consider these Fortnitemares skins since they're more the Day of the Dead than Halloween skins, but I'm just gonna throw them in here just to be safe. So here we have Dante, and I mean, it's unique, it's very unique, it's a really unique skin, but I just think it's fine. I don't think there's too much special about this skin. I mean, no, there's a lot of special things about this skin. It's just, I'm not the biggest fan of the clothes, so yeah, it's fine to me. The next up we have Rosa, and this skin is a lot better in my opinion. I really like the colors on this skin, and the clothes are really good. So yeah, overall, a pretty good skin. Now, moving over to 2019 with Snugs. I think Snugs is the Fortnitemares skin. I mean, he should be, probably. But yeah, Snugs is a really good skin. He's really creepy, and I really like the bear head. This skin is just really good. Next up, we have Jawbreaker. And I mean, it's not very spooky. This could kind of just be a skin for any time of the year. But I do think the skin looks pretty good. Next up, we got Teeth. And this skin is weird, but like a good type of weird. I just really like the big ass mouth on like the blob head. That's kind of just the only feature he has. He's just got a mouth, no eyes, no ears, no nose, just a big ass mouth. And there's something charming about this skin. Then next up, we have Blacklight. And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good skin. I love the color scheme, of course. But yeah, the skin is pretty good. Not really much else to say about it. Then we have Willow. And holy crap, this skin is amazing. I really like the whole ghost aesthetic. I'm pretty sure it's a ghost. The black goopy stuff, if you can call it that, just kind of floating. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a really good skin. Then we got Katrina. And yeah, it's a pretty good skin. I don't have too much to say about it. I just think it's pretty good. Then we have Chaos Agent. And this skin is of course really good. It's just a really iconic skin. I love the suit and I love the gas mask. It just looks really good. And it was also pretty important to the storyline for like the first 3 seasons of chapter 2. So yeah, really good skin and a really iconic skin as well. Then we have Delirium, and this skin is really good. He's also just got a soft space in my heart for being the main villain of the Nightmare Within, which were my first ever creative maps. So yeah, this skin is really good. I love the, is it a goat skull on his face or something? Or maybe just a demon's, no, not a, I don't think a goat skull looks like that. It's more like a demon skull. Yeah, more like a demon, not a goat. What am I talking about? Next up, we have all the like zombie football skins, and I mean, they're fine. They're better zombies than like Brainiac and Gold Trooper, that's for sure. But I think these skins are kind of just fine. Then we have Big Mouth, and I love this skin. I love the big mouth, like super big mouth. I mean, he is called Big Mouth for a reason. And he's got like a big tongue coming out of his mouth. This skin is just super good, and I really like the frogs. He's got like a frog on him. He's got a little pal, a little chum, little pal, buddy pal, a little goober on him, if you may. But yeah, overall, a really good skin. Then we have Wrath, and yeah, it's a really good skin. It's like a mummy that's also got a hat on and a coat and pants and shoes. Yeah, pretty good skin. There's not much I can say about him. I just think the skin is pretty cool. Then we have Haze, and honestly, I don't think there's much special about this skin. It's fine. Not really much special about it, honestly. It's just fine, in my opinion. Then we have Peelybone, and this dude just looks like Gustavo Fring. But yeah, this skin is really good, honestly. I love like the half banana, half skeleton. I just think this skin looks really cool. Then we have Hemlock, and this skin looks really good, honestly. Like the green skin looks really good, the clothes look really good, and yeah, overall, pretty good skin. And now, for 2020, we start up with Sagan. And this isn't a very good start, honestly. This skin is kind of just whatever, it's fine. It's just fine, there's not much going on about this skin, it's just fine. Then we got Victoria Saint. And this skin reminds me a lot of Calamity, honestly. And yeah, the skin is also fine. Like, I don't have much to say about it. I just think it's fine. Then next up, we have Gnash. And I really like this skin. This skin looks really good. It's just a male version of Willow. And it just looks amazing. I loved Willow and I love Gnash as well. Then we got Grave. And it's also just a male version of... I can't remember the name of the skin, honestly. You can see who it's a male version of. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's good. It's pretty good. That's all. Then we got Violet. And this skin is pretty good. It's got like a color scheme I love, of course. And that's pretty much everything I have to say about the skin. Then we have Grimoire. And this skin also looks really good. I just love the goth aesthetic in general. And her eyes, the eyes look really good, and I love like the black tears or whatever you call it coming out of her eyes. I just love this skin. I think it looks really cool. Then we have Midnight Dusk, And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty cool skin, but there's really not much I have to say about the skin. It's just cool. Then we have Arachne Coacher. And as well, this skin, it's cool. I don't have much to say about this one either. Then we have Night Surf Bomber. And I don't have much to say about this skin either. It's cool, I guess. Not really much else to say about it. Then we have Party Trooper. Now this looks more like a neon version of Skull Trooper, honestly. I think this skin looks pretty good. Better than Skull Trooper, but also still not the best. But it does look cool though. Then we have Fish Skull, and I really like this skin. It's just Fish Stick cosplaying as Skull Trooper, and it looks pretty good, honestly. And then next up, probably my favorite of all the like Skull Trooper related skins is Bone Boss. I just love Bone Boss, and it's funny to just say Bone Boss. But yeah, I really like this skin. It's of course Beef Boss cosplaying as Skull Trooper, and yeah, this skin is really cool. Honestly, I really like it. Then we have Skull Squad Leader. And yeah, it's a pretty good skin. Again, it's Cuddle Team Leader cosplaying as Skull Trooper. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this skin. It's cool. And here we have Bone Ravage, which is just Ravage cosplaying as Skull Trooper. And I mean, yeah, the skin is cool, but I've talked about so many of the Skull skins now that I don't really have much else to say about the skin. Then we have all the Ghostbusters skins, which were very disappointing, honestly. I love Ghostbusters, so I was really excited for a collab. But then these came out? Why couldn't we just get the original crew? Why did we have to get these? I don't know who these are. These are just random people put in a Ghostbusters suit. Yeah, really not the best, honestly. Next up, we have Baba Yaga. And this skin is actually pretty cool. It's actually one of the few old people skins we have in the game. And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good skin. I don't have much to say about it, honestly. It's just pretty good. Then we have Headlock. And this is a pretty unique skin. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the pitch black inside of the cage, and you just see some glowing eyes in there. It does look pretty cool. Next up, we have Ravina. And I mean, this skin is fine. It kind of reminds me of She-Hulk. It looks kind of like just a party version of She-Hulk. And I mean, the skin is fine. I don't care that much about the skin, honestly. Next up, we have the Good Doctor. And this skin is pretty cool, especially second monster edit style. This style is really cool and I really like it. Then we have Patch, and I really like the skin actually. I really like the outfit. The skin just looks really cool. I love the outfit, I just love the skin itself, I love it. Then we have Punk. Punk looks really good, honestly. I'm a sucker for these pumpkin head skins. They just look so good. Like, it's like cool pumpkin. We've had a lot of pumpkin skins, but this is like the first cool pumpkin. Now we're on to 2021, and there are a lot of skins here. But first off, let's start with Chaos Origin. I don't know if this really counts as a Fortnitemares skin, but it is a reskin of Chaos Agent. And it came out in October, so I'm counting it just to be safe. But yeah, I do think this skin looks really good. I think it's actually better than Chaos Agent. I really like the mask and like the glowing red under the mask, and I really like the spikes and the gooey stuff on the coat. I just think the skin looks really cool. Next up, we have Geometric. And again, I'm not sure if this actually counts as a Fortnitemares skin, but I'm just counting it just in case. And yeah, what can I say? This is indeed Kevin the Cube. There's not really much else to say, he's just got a big old cube head. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. Then we got Ione, which I think is supposed to be a female version of Dyer, but I just don't really see the werewolf stuff in this, honestly. Like, she's got a fur coat and glowing eyes, but that's kind of pretty much it. This isn't really a werewolf, honestly, but still a good skin at least. Then next up, we have Curdle Screen Leader. And I love this skin. It's just an abomination of multiple different Fortnite skins. Of course, the most noticeable is Tomato Head and Cuddle Team Leader on the head. But like, I see that one of his arms is Fishstick's arm. And also that he's got a Rex shoe. And maybe a Jonesy shoe as well. This is just an abomination. A lovely, lovely abomination. Then we have Frankenstein's Monster. And I think this skin is pretty good. I do think Fortnite translated Frankenstein's Monster pretty well into the game. I don't really have much else to say about the skin, it's just Frankenstein's Monster. Next up, we have Skeletara. And this skin is probably the best of the Renegade Raider reskins in my opinion. I never really cared about Renegade Raider, and I don't really care about her reskins, so this skin is just a little good to me, but still, probably the best of the Renegade Raider reskins. Then next up, we have Rick Grimes. And I don't care too much about this skin. I haven't watched The Walking Dead, so I don't have much of a relationship to this skin. It's just fine in my opinion. Next up, we have Trixie. And I mean, it's a pretty good skin. It's highly customizable, but I don't care that much for this skin. It's good, but I don't care that much about it. Then we have All Hollow Steve, and I just have the exact same things to say about this skin as the previous one. I don't care that much about it, but it's cool. Then we have Gummy Fish Stick, and I actually like this skin a lot. It's a gummy version of Fish Stick, how could you not like it? It's pretty funny honestly, I just really like the skin. Then we have Cause Skeleton. And I mean, yeah, it's a good skin, but I don't really care much about Cause in general, so don't really care that much about this skin either. Then we have Driftwalker. And this skin is honestly amazing. This is such a good skin. And I would probably say that it's probably one of the most creepy Fortnite skins ever. It's not very creepy in my opinion, but in Fortnite standards, this is pretty creepy. Next up, I don't even know if this counts as a Fortnitemares skin, but I'm just gonna put it on here just in case. And that is Jet. I don't like the skin that much. I just don't like it. It's not really that special, honestly. Then we got Spacefarer Ariana Grande. And I really like the skin actually. This skin looks pretty good. I don't have much to say about this skin, I just think it looks really good. Then we have the Mummy. And I'm not the biggest fan of this skin. I like mummies more when their heads are covered in bandages instead of their head being completely naked. And I don't really like the head on this skin, so yeah, it kind of ruins it for me. Then we have Graven. And this is a much better mummy skin. This is like Raven mixed with a mummy, and I think it looks really cool honestly. I do think the eyes are a bit too spaced apart, but that's kind of just it. Then we have Chris Redfield, and the skin looks pretty good, but I haven't really played many of the Resident Evil games, and the games I have played I never finished, so I don't really have much of a relationship to this skin honestly. Then we have Jill Valentine, and it's just the same as with Chris. It's just fine, I don't really care much about it. Then we have Grisabelle. And I mean, it's fine. It's probably the weakest Isabelle skin. But I mean, yeah, it's a little cool. That's kind of just it. Then, I don't know if this counts as a Fortnitemares skin. But I'm also just gonna put it on here just in case. And that is the Batman Who Laughs. And I actually really like this skin. I've always loved how the Batman Who Laughs look. And I think they translated it so good into the game. Then we got all of the zombie superhero skins. And I don't really like these skins, honestly. These skins just don't look very good in my opinion. Then we got Colonel Poppy. And I think this skin looks pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of the green popcorn. I know what they were going for, but I just wish we could at least have added some with regular popcorn. But other than that, I think the skin looks pretty good. And then we got the holy man himself, Shadow Midas. And oh boy, this skin is amazing. It's just a color swap of the regular Midas skin, but I don't care. The colors on this skin look so good. I love the combination of black and purple, so this is just incredible. And I also just love Midas in general. I was also so happy when this skin came out, because I remember for the Fortnitemares in 2020, I waited every single day for Shadow Midas to drop in the item shop, but he never did. He never did. He just stayed as a boss on the island and never got a skin. I had to wait an entire year for Shadow Midas to get a skin. An entire year. But it was worth the wait, cause this skin is incredible. Then we got Frankenstein's Bride. And I mean, the skin is fine. I don't think there's much special going on about the skin. I think it's just fine. Now, over to 2022, starting off with Sinister Glare. And this skin looks really cool, honestly. It's a really unique skin. It's like a hand for the head and like an eye in the middle of the head. This skin is just super unique and looks super good. Then we got Undying Sorrow. And this skin also looks really good. I love the horns, the three eyes looks really good. And I like that a lot of the body has just decomposed and you can just see her bones. So yeah, this skin just looks really good. And then next up, we have Mr. Meeseeks. And you might be saying, hold on a minute, Epley, that's not a Halloween skin. It has nothing to do with Halloween. and I would agree with you. But these skins were advertised as Halloween skins. So I am putting it on this list whether you like it or not. I mean, I don't even like it. Like, Mr. Meeseeks looks good, but why did they advertise him as a Halloween skin? This has nothing to do with Halloween at all. But yeah, the skin overall is pretty good. Then we have a Queen Summer. And again, I don't think this skin should have been marketed as a Halloween skin. It's got nothing to do with Halloween, but it's fine. And also, why did they choose to put Summer in an outfit that she had in the one episode instead of the outfit she has in every single episode? Or hell, if they wanted to do this one, give her an edit style for the regular outfit as well. Moving on, over to Ash Williams. And this skin is really good, honestly. It's really cool to see Ash Williams in the game, honestly. But yeah, I don't have that much to say about the skin, honestly. I just think it looks really cool. Then we have Vivica Saint. And I really like the outfit. I just don't like the hair. But other than that, I think it just looks really cool. Then we got Benjamin. And this skin looks fine, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of the outfit or the hair, but I do like the head and the glasses. Then we got Ava. And on one hand, it's a terrible Halloween skin. This skin has nothing to do with Halloween at all. I don't know why she's a Halloween skin. But on the other hand, I do think that this is probably one of the best skins in the game, honestly. And that's mostly thanks to her second edit style. I love the first edit style, but the second edit style is just amazing. I love the head with like the big eye. I love the hair. I love just the entire body with like the heart-shaped hole and like everything digital with the skin. It just looks really cool. I love it. Then we have Abyss. And I mean, this skin is fine. This is also another skin that looks a little like Widowmaker from Overwatch. But yeah, again, the skin is fine. Not really much special about it. Then we have Jacko Assassin. And as I said, I'm a sucker for skins with a pumpkin head. So I really like this skin. And it's like a combination of like a pumpkin and a skeleton. So yeah, I really like this skin. Then we got Remy. And I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care that much about the skin. Then we got Chrome Punk. And I know this released in November, but I'm still gonna count it. But yeah, it's just punk, but chrome. I really like how the chrome looks, and I like the one red glowing eye. It's cool. Then we got the Inquisitor. And I know this also released in November, but this was a boss during that Fortnitemares, so I'm just gonna count it. And I mean, yeah, it looks really good. It reminds me of Bendy and the Ink Machine, honestly. Then, moving on to 2023, we start off with Bog Stick. And I really like this skin. It looks like a half-dead fish stick, honestly, and I really like it. I think it looks really cool. Then we got Seth, and it's a cool skin. Don't care that much about it, but I think it looks pretty cool. Then we got Phantom Meowscles, and I love this skin. I just love all of the cracks in him, and I love the face. The face looks amazing. This skin just looks really cool. Then we got Jack Skellington. And I love this skin. The Nightmare Before Christmas is an amazing movie. And I just love Jack Skellington in general. And I think he was translated really well into the game. So yeah, I just love this skin in general. Then we got Michael Myers. And I think it's really cool to see Michael Myers in the game. It's just a really cool skin. He's a big horror icon, like super big. And yeah, he was translated really well into the game. And I think the skin looks really good. Then we got Festival Phaedra, and this skin looks really cool. As I said before, I love the goth aesthetic, and I just love this skin in general. I love the clothing. The clothing on the skin just looks amazing. So yeah, a really cool skin. Then we got Alan Wake, and I don't really care about this skin, honestly. I've never played any of the Alan Wake games, so yeah, don't really care much about it. Now, moving over to the current year of 2024, we start off with Dark Ruby. I think this is gonna be a Fortnitemares skin. It hasn't released yet at the time of recording this video, so I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put it in here just in case. I don't care much about this skin. I never really cared about Ruby in general, so I don't care about this skin either. Then we got Nightmare, and this skin is really cool, honestly. I really like the colors, and I just love the night aesthetic. Pretty much all of the night skins look really cool, so yeah, this skin looks really cool. Then we have Shadow Monks, and I think this skin looks pretty cool. The only problem I have with the skin is that it should have been an edit style for the regular monk skin. Like, the only thing they changed are the colors. This should have just been an edit style. Then we have Billy. And I love this skin. Saw is one of my favorite horror franchises, so seeing Billy the Puppet in the game is really cool. I love this skin. It's probably one of my favorite Fortnite skins. Then we got Sally. And I'm super glad we got more skins from the Nightmare Before Christmas. And they translated Sally into the game really well. I really like this skin. Then we got the Pumpkin King, and I really like the skin as well. I always loved the Pumpkin King's design in the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm just sad that we didn't see Jack more in that outfit throughout the movie. But I'm super glad we got it in Fortnite at least. Then we have Andy Fangerson. And it's fine. Probably one of the weakest Halloween skins, honestly. I don't care about the skin at all. Then we got Edward Scissorhands. And I like the skin a little, but I don't have that much of a relationship to it since I've never watched Edward Scissorhands. The skin is just a little cool, honestly. Then we have Mephisto, and Mephisto looks pretty cool. I think they translated him pretty well into the game. But yeah, there's not really much else to say about the skin, it's just Mephisto. Then we have Ultimate Carver, and I do think this skin looks pretty good. It's like a mix of a pumpkin and a knight, and I've already said I really like the pumpkin skins and I really like the knight skins, so a combination looks really cool. Then we have Lexa Hexbringer, and I love this skin. This is probably the best Fortnite skin we've gotten for this year, and one of the best Fortnite skins in general. I love Lexa. Like, I thought the first Lexa skin looked pretty good, but then we got Princess Lexa, which removed the cell shading, and that looked so good. And I'm really glad we still get Lexa skins that don't have cell shading. I don't mind the cell shading, but I do think Lexa looks way better in the Princess Lexa style. Then we got Rotten Penny. And the skin looks fine, I guess. As I said, I never really cared about Gold Trooper, and I think Penny is just a little good, so mixing them didn't really do much for me. Then we got Captain Hook, and this skin looks pretty good. I think they translated him pretty well into the game, but I don't care too much about the skin, honestly. Then we got Cruella de Vil, and I think this skin looks pretty good. Again, they translated her pretty well into the game, but I don't care too much about the skin. Then we got Maleficent, and I really like the skin, honestly. I think they translated her super well into the game, and I think they just made her look really cool. Then we got Phantom Guff, and this skin is amazing. I love the Phantom Meowscles skin, and mixing the Phantom stuff with Guff looks so good. This skin just looks really cool. Then we got She-Venom, and this skin looks super cool, honestly. I really like how this skin looks. But I just love how Venom looks in general. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say about it. Then we have Agony. And I don't really care much about Agony. It's kind of just the same model as She-Venom, just purple and with some hair. So yeah, don't really care much about the skin. Then we have Leatherface, and most of this skin looks really cool. It's just the mask ruins the entire skin for me. I get that Fortnite couldn't keep his original mask, since I don't think they want a skin with human skin as a mask. But they could have made the material at least a little closer to human skin. Like, they just made his mask look like a potato sack. And finally, the last Fortnite skin at the time of recording this video is the Halloween marshmallow. I don't know the name of it, honestly, but it looks fine. It looks mostly like the original marshmallow skin, just black instead and with some glowing eyes and a glowing mouth. But yeah, it's fine, honestly. Don't care that much about it. So, those were my thoughts on all of the Fortnite skins. So Fortnite skins are probably some of the most unique skins Fortnite does, and that's why I love them. But anyways, what is your favorite Fortnite skin? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!